Go ahead.
All right, yes, sir. So we just talked about election. I had election night and all that. So here's something to keep us going with that, right? So Kanye West just announced that he's running for president in 2028. What you think about that? How you feel about that? Oh wait, also he promises world peace. That's what he promises. That's just what he's going with. How you feel
What
about it?
I feel like Kanye West can't even manage his own life. How the fuck he's gonna manage a whole country with all the politics, with
Yeah.
everything that's going on? He can't even manage his own emotions. He obviously has some mental health issues. I'm not no fucking expert, but we can all see that he has episodes. One day he'll gonna be like, "Yo, oh shit." On top of that, like you say, like all this like anti, he's actually anti-Semitic in the sense of like he hates Jews and
What that
whatever.
mean?
Like he's promoting this like hate for people. I'm like, but with the mental health thing, like you could have empathy, but I don't have sympathy for him. Why? Because when you have empathy, it's like I could understand why he acts the way he acts, but I don't feel bad for him because he puts himself in these situations. And I'm tired of people just like fucking feel bad for people with mental. I'm like, I could have empathy, but sympathy not for Kanye after everything he has done. I don't feel bad for him because he's doing it to himself. And let's say a person with a mental health challenge or whatever kills somebody. Do you think that person should be forgiven? Hell no. Like you should
I
still go
think
to
everybody.
jail.
I think everybody's forgiven, but I definitely think that there should be accountability.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but
There
just
should be
be,
some type of accountability.
yeah, but just because there's accountability doesn't mean you're not forgiven. I'm saying Jesus forgive us all the
No,
time,
no,
but
no. But you're talking about like forgiveness. Like you're talking about something else. I'm talking about accountability. That's what I'm talking about.
yeah,
You should have accountability for your actions. And so far, he's been getting away with everything he want to do. But like, bro, he's not gonna run. First off, you can't even promise world peace, right? Like you're just promising shit that you can't. You can't. There's no such thing as world peace. It's not gonna happen. And people that are musicians think they're gonna go to a country and spread world peace with their songs. Meanwhile, their enemies killed their whole family. That shit's not gonna bring world peace.
nah. Michael Jackson came very close to that shit.
No, he didn't.
I for not no, bro. He ended wars,
He
bro.
made you he made you feel like there was peace, but he didn't end no wars.
I
What
didn't say
war?
he end wars, but however,
He just made
he
you feel it.
he was putting that work in, bro. He was putting that work in. He was very
Just
close.
just because you feel something doesn't mean it's true.
You know, you gotta look. I guess you're just gonna have to look it up, man. Michael Jackson literally was when he that Heal the World album was revolutionary, bro. That joint literally not because of how good the song was and it made you feel, because it actually was he actually did something. Look at the impact of the Michael Jackson Heal the World speech. Look at the
The
impact on that.
speech or the song?
That whole album. Look at the impact on that entire album. The impact.
But that's what I'm saying. Tell me, all right, what was the impact?
The impact that he did. He first of all he was feeding children that was starving, in countries that was poor,
All
bringing
right,
money to that,
uh, but
ending some wars, not all wars.
one
Uh,
war. Name one war he ended.
so I forgot what country. The country. So in fact, so some parts of Africa, right? There was people killing each other. There was genocide going on. I mean, it's always genocide going on in Africa. You know, certain parts of Africa, he ended that. I didn't say he did it all. His work was done and finished. But however, he gave very close and he put that work in.
Yeah, but he didn't need that song to give back to like people that needed food and all that. Like he just did that because he had the influence and the money. But that song didn't like it didn't end hunger or nothing.
It was a powerful message, bro, and it did something to people. People cared now. People cared, and here's the thing: we didn't know nothing about this. A lot of stuff that was going on in the world that people didn't know. There's a war going on right now that you probably don't even know.
Of course. So here it says is there is a persistent rumor that Michael Jackson death. Let's see. There's a rumor that Michael Jackson death caused a 24-hour ceasefire in Iraq, a claim with no official proof, and that has been widely debunked as more likely a made up story. Jackson did try to inspire peace through his music and charitable work, such as the song Heal the World, but he did not have the power to end war directly. What I'm look, we're both saying is true. He makes you feel like everything's gonna be alright. That's what music's supposed to do. It makes supposed to
Yeah.
make you feel some type of way. So yeah, so he did feel if you listen to that music or to that song, you did feel like, yo, everything feels better. That's the purpose of music. It channels how you feel. But pragmatically, it didn't end no wars or nothing. That's what I'm saying.
I get you, but nah,
Yeah.
I don't think a president of one country is gonna have war priests. I agree with you on that part. But listen, man, how I feel about with Kanye West, man. I feel like Kanye. I don't think people take him seriously because he's not to be taken serious,
It's
in my
not.
opinion.
No.
So he said that like what 3 times he was gonna run for president, never did it. He said this, so it's like like
Nah, I think he actually did one time, but
he ran
yeah, but he
when.
got he got like no votes.
Oh word.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen him campaign a day in my life. I'm not going to front.
Man, Kanye just cares about one person. That's himself.
Man,
He just
that's
he's
every
a.
politician, man. I'm trying to tell you, that's everybody. That's everybody in these days.
I think there's some politicians that care. I just think they're just too. It's just too complicated,
I
bro.
feel like, in my opinion, activists is more people that I gravitate towards because they get their hands dirty. You know what I'm saying? It's not. You know what I'm saying? They get their hands dirty.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like if you have influence or you have money, it's easier to make that type of
Politicians be.
change.
Oh, sorry.
No, you good. I'm saying it's easier to make that change if you have money or you have
Yeah,
influence.
yeah,
But I'm also saying like if you want to be an activist and go do that work, go do it. It's just gonna be more difficult,
yeah.
and
That's
it's
true.
also more difficult to uh to create big like a lot of wealth for yourself and also have influence. They're both hard.
Yo, that's why I think Martin Luther King is the most successful activist because he had influence over the people who didn't have money, who was in power, and he had influence over people who had politicians who had money and who had the power to change things, and he was the most successful.
That's what's missing with activism today. It's like it's not really strategic. It's more of like, yo, I'm mad. Let's go march, and then that's it.
Well, because what here's a lot of people don't know about MLK, right? He tried everything everybody else did. It didn't work. So he didn't
Like
just.
what?
All right, so he was for violence. He was for fighting back and all that. He was for that, right?
No,
Yes, he was. Look it up, bro.
not in the beginning.
Yes, he was. Before his platform got big like this, he actually changed his ways. He did everything, all the stuff that actors is doing already. He did already, bro. It didn't work, so that's why he said, "Yo, I'm gonna try this peace shit out. I'm gonna try to turn another cheek because obviously this is not working. Fighting back is not getting me nowhere. He tried it. He tried it.
He actually went. So I just saw the Breakfast Club interview with one of the people that was with him throughout the time, and he spoke about how he went to India with his wife, and that's what influenced him to do the peaceful approach.
Right.
So, but he was never for like he never said, "Yo, let's fight back."
No, he
He
never said
he
that when he
he.
got his platform, but however, he practiced those. He practiced it and he saw it
Give
didn't
me
get
an
him
ex.
nowhere.
What did he practice?
He practiced fighting back against okay, whenever a white person do something to him, he'll fight back against. He fought against. He actually got arrested one time. He's fight. Look it up, bro. He's done these things. He actually started in Chicago and he failed because so his first march not I don't think that's his first march in Chicago, but he started off in Chicago. He failed because of the fact that he didn't again his methods wasn't really like he saw that like it was a trial and error. He did a lot of trial. He practiced different ways and saw what worked and what didn't work. So you gotta see.
Martin Luther King Jr.'s first major protest was Montgomery bus boycott. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like I don't.
Look, go into Chicago. Look up his first steps in
That's what I'm
Chicago.
saying. He
Yeah.
went to Chicago after he protested in the South, and it
And
was more difficult because there was a larger group of black people. There was like 1 million, as opposed to like somewhere down south, it was a few hundred thousands in a small town.
I fair enough is,
Yeah.
but you gotta yeah you just gotta but you gotta do the trial and error, man. Anyways, let's move on to the next topic, y'all. My favorite.